This presentation will showcase a few characteristics that make early childhood teachers effective. These come from a very small research study reported in the Journal of Young Children. Passion. If you don't have passion for young children, your days will be long and very difficult. Young children can and often will be the biggest challenge you've ever accepted. You have to believe that you are making a difference, and sometimes, many times, it is hard to know. But meet a child a few years later in the grocery store and he or she runs up to you and hugs you and says, "You're my most favorite teacher," or even better, a graduating senior that mentions you in a commencement speech. Early childhood teachers are definitely driven. Perseverance. This can be interpreted many ways. Dedication, tenacity. We fight for what we believe in, what is best for children, whether they are in our care or not. We need to be long-term advocates because sometimes change can take a very long time. I'm still waiting for the day when we will be compensated for what we do. It is better, but it's still not great. Willingness to take risks. We do what it takes to achieve our goals. I've often heard early childhood educators referred to as not normal. I usually thank these people. Taking a risk means not settling for a no answer if a yes will improve the quality of children's education. Pragmatism, big word, a word that means compromise. That means we know when to give up the battle. There's a bigger fight coming on. We are strategists as well. Sometimes a small win is okay. Sometimes it's even okay to lose. Often it sets us up for a bigger and better accomplishment later. Patience. Few people would enter the world of children if they did not have this characteristic. We often have to draw on it when we deal with some of our families and oftentimes the system. There's a ton of paperwork involved in our profession today, rules, regulation, bureaucracies. Most of it is for the benefit of the children, but sometimes it becomes overwhelming and we do lose patience. It's essential that every teacher have an outlet. Yoga, exercise, shopping, nature, whatever can restore your sense of calm. Flexibility. There are two definitions of flexibility, physical and mental. I would propose that you need both. Not only do you need to be able to change a lesson, a day's schedule, sometimes even a classroom, but you need to be able to move with the children. You will spend more time on the floor and in child-sized chairs than standing up. I forgot about all the dancing in Simon Says that you will be doing as well. There will also be changes in administration and funding and parents not picking up their children. Adapting and finding alternatives is very important. Respect. This is basic. We need to exhibit respect for everyone and everything. Children flourish in environments of respect. It contributes to a sense of high self-concepts. It also just makes the environment feel good. Creativity, my favorite. Many teachers find themselves in classrooms that require creativity. You may not have all the supplies you need and want, so you have to reconstruct things. Early childhood teachers are some of the best recyclers I've ever met. We can turn most anything into a creative art project. We once made blocks out of milk cartons. It takes all our creativity to teach 15 or 20 children, with each one of them having a different learning style. Nowadays, 3 or maybe 4 of your children don't even speak English. We can always find ways to communicate. We also find ways to make learning engaging and fun creatively. Authenticity. Being authentic means knowing who you are and what you stand for. It's integrity, it's conviction. Children know better than adults if a teacher is authentic or not. If we are authentic, then our children will be too, as well as our families. Love of learning. If you love learning and demonstrate that you are always learning, this will be conveyed to your children. We are role models. We are sending the message that lifelong learning is an important part of life. This learning helps keep us up to date on new developments within our field. This needs no explanation. Upbeat, high energy is contagious. Sense of humor. I used to say to my children when it had been a very taxing day, "Okay, I've lost my sense of humor." They knew that that was not a good thing and not a good time to test my limits. Classrooms need to be filled with smiles and laughter. Young children's sense of humor is usually sweet and innocent. When we smile, our children smile back. When we can laugh at ourselves, children quickly learn to laugh at themselves. If more people laughed at themselves, don't you think that this would be a better world? These are not scientifically based, but it should give you a good idea of what you need to be successful in the field of early childhood.